Newcastle got their first 3 points of the Champions League season at Union SG. It's a great 4-0 win, not only to boost confidence, but to also pad the goal differential, which will come in handy down the stretch. Here are my ratings for this match against Union SG. For the goalkeeper, Nick Pope, he came to play once again. He made some fantastic saves and kept us in the game when we were looking a little bit shaky. Unfortunately, he also contributed to some of that shakiness because his distribution was very poor, especially in the first half. He held onto the ball for too long and he rushed it again. And some of his throws were just right back at Union SG players. He gets an 8 out of 10. On defense, they once again bent but didn't break, and it was very apparent that the left side of defense was our weak spot. Big Dan Burn is not a left back, and Lewis Hall showed that he was a little out of fitness. If Union SG had their shooting boots on, this might have been a very, very different game. So despite the clean sheet, they're going to get a 7 out of 10. The midfield really came to play today. They were rock solid in winning battles, and their transition game from defense to offense was very quick on the counter, and that's something that we have grown to know and love from an Eddie Howe midfield. For that, they're getting an 8 out of 10. The forwards got their groove back. They were dangerous every time they got the ball. We saw a lot more of what to expect from this forward core. Have Voltemata get the ball, hold it up, distribute the ball to either side, the other one breaks. Gordon and Alanga were great at playing their roles, and Alanga was dangerous the entire time and drew a penalty just when we needed one. And even Asula and Barnes getting goal down the stretch playing up. There was chef's kiss, perfect. And for those reasons, they're going to get an 8.5 out of 10. Now, set pieces, just like against Arsenal, were great on the offensive side and a little suspect on the defensive side. They couldn't clear the ball very well on defense, and they were very dangerous on the offensive side, and were 2 for 2 from the penalty spot. Thank you, Anthony Gordon. For those reasons, they're getting an 8 out of 10. Now, the subs, when they came on, they played very well, with the exception of Lewis Hall. He looked a little bit out of fitness, but Lewis Miley looked good when he came on. Fabian Schär was solid for the cameo minutes that he had, but Will Asula and Harvey Barnes combining for that fourth goal was fantastic. And for those reasons, the subs get an 8 out of 10 for this game. And when you put it all together, it comes out to a 7.9 out of 10 for this game. Eddie Howe's Mags came to play in Brussels, and this was definitely a game that they needed to win for their own confidence. And they did it so convincingly and so well for the goal differential padding that I know they're going to need down the stretch. This has been another Newcastle United Quick Bite, quicker than this team's counterattacks.